Most people don't even realize it, but something is controlling them. Not a demon, not a monster, but a silent force built from fear, habit, and distraction. Napoleon Hill called it the devil. And in this video, we're going to expose exactly how it controls you and how to take your power back. Imagine a man sitting alone in a dim, silent room. It's 1938. The world is unstable, restless, trembling with fear. And in this tension, Napoleon Hill, already famous for Think and Grow Rich, is wrestling with a force far greater than financial success. He is wrestling with fear itself. And in a bold act of imagination, he gives fear a voice. He gives doubt a form. He sits across from it, and he calls it the devil. Not a creature with horns and fire, but the embodiment of the invisible forces that sabotage human potential. This is the story he reveals. Number 1, the devil's first revelation. The lost majority, tour drifting. In their chilling interview, the devil makes a confession. I control 98% of humanity. Hill leans in, stunned. How? He asks. The devil answers simply, through drifting. You can feel the weight of that word, drifting, the quiet, slow surrender of a human life. The devil explains that most people don't think for themselves. They move through their days on autopilot. No vision, no definiteness, no purpose, and that is all he needs. The drifting mind becomes his playground. In this moment, Hill realizes the tragedy. Most people never decide who they want to be, so the world decides for them. Number 2, fear, the invisible chain. But drifting has a fuel source, and the devil admits it openly. Fear, not the jump scare kind, the quiet fears, the ones learned young and carried forever. Fear of being broke, fear of being judged, fear of sickness, fear of losing love, fear of aging, and ultimately, the fear of death. The devil smiles as he describes them because he knows these fears don't have to be real. They only have to be believed. Hill, however, understands the deeper truth. People don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they're scared. And the devil's greatest victory is convincing people that their fears are facts. Number 3, hypnotic rhythm, the prison you build yourself. Hill asks the devil another question. If fear is the trap, then how do you make people stay in it? This time the answer is even darker. The devil speaks of a universal law, the law of hypnotic rhythm. Every thought, every action, every pattern repeated long enough hardens into a permanent groove, a rhythm. Imagine a record spinning on a turntable. Once the needle drops into a groove, it stays there. That's how habits work. Bad habits, negative thoughts, self-doubt, procrastination. Hypnotic rhythm turns these small daily choices into lifelong chains. But Hill sees the other side. If negative rhythms can trap you, positive rhythms can free you. A disciplined mind, a determined purpose, a daily habit of courage, these can carve new grooves that lead upward. The same law that enslaves you can liberate you. Number 4, adversity, the devil's blind spot. As the conversation deepens, Hill discovers something unexpected. The devil, this force claiming control over the majority of people, has a weakness. He cannot control those who learn from adversity. Failure, the devil admits, is supposed to break you. But when a person studies their failure, accepts responsibility, extracts the lesson, and rises with a clearer purpose, the devil loses influence. Adversity becomes their training ground, their armor, their awakening. And in that moment, Hill realizes that every struggle a person faces contains a seed of power, a seed the devil cannot touch. Number 5, thought, the ultimate battleground. The interview shifts. Hill asks the devil about the mind, why it is so significant. The devil answers with something profound. I control people through their thoughts, but only the thoughts they do not control themselves. Every thought you allow to drift, every worry, every mental image of failure becomes an open door. But a person who takes command of their mind, who injects it with purpose, vision, clarity, shuts that door. Hill realizes that the real battlefield of life is internal. The world doesn't defeat you. Circumstances don't defeat you. Your own unguarded thoughts do. Number 6, the 7 keys for freedom. Finally, Hill demands practical answers. How does a person break free? How does someone outwit you? The devil reveals 7 principles, not mystical, not magical, but powerful. Definiteness of purpose. Choose a clear mission. A person with purpose becomes immune to drifting. 2, self-mastery. Control your habits, your emotions, your reactions. You cannot lead your life if you cannot lead your mind. 3, Learning from adversity. View setbacks as signals, not symptoms of defeat. 4. Controlling your environment. Your surroundings either sharpen your mind or poison it. Choose wisely. 5. Time mastery. The devil says most people waste half their life killing time. Hill says time must be invested, not spent. 6. Harmony. Align your thoughts, actions, and environment with your purpose. When alignment happens, momentum begins. 7. Caution. Think before you act. Avoid impulsiveness, another doorway to drifting. These principles form the escape plan. They transform a drifting mind into a disciplined, sovereign one. Number 7. The final revelation. 9/20/10. As the interview ends, Hill has one last realization. The devil isn't a monster lurking in the dark. He is every fear you don't challenge, every habit you don't break, every dream you don't pursue, every moment you live without purpose. But the solution is equally close. Claim your mind, define your purpose, discipline your thoughts, and no force, devil or otherwise, can control you. In the end, outwitting the devil is not about defeating an external enemy. It is about conquering the internal one. And when you do, you reclaim the power that was always yours. When you master your mind, you master your destiny. And when you choose definiteness of purpose, abundance begins to flow towards you, mentally, spiritually, and financially. Outwitting the devil isn't just about avoiding fear. It's about stepping boldly into prosperity, clarity, and power. Remember, your thoughts create your rhythm, and your rhythm creates your reality. Walk with purpose, and prosperity will follow.